Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today in our practice together for this Peace Day flow. This will be dedicated to peace within ourselves and resonating peace in our exterior and external world. So let's flow. Thank you for being here and thank you for your peace. Okay everyone, here we go in our beautiful peace flow. In mountain pose, bring our hands up, back bend, namaste hands to our heart. Let's ask for peace within today and peace in all of the world, all of our communities, all of our experiences, so that we may each connect with a larger network of peace and begin to grow that peace and extend it to all of the needed areas of our globe. Okay, coming down, we're going to cross our right leg over our left in seated easy pose. Hands on knees, taking in a deep breath. Listening to the cleansing rain in the background, washing away and dissolving our samskaras or negative patterns that hold us in places of frozen fear and inabilities to move forward and arise into our power. Let's ask that peace go into those areas and help to support us and support our courage. Hands to knees. We're going to take left hand overhead, right hand forearm to mat. And let's lean to our right, gazes forward and soft. Releasing through center, switching arms, gently leaning forward. Left forearm is on the mat, right arm is overhead. Gaze is soft and forward. Releasing and coming back up. Stretching back to a small back bend. Namaste hands, nose to fingertips. Deep breath. Exhale to open arms, open chest, extending and reaching for peace within our lives. Nurturing peace, that gentle quality of tranquility within each of us. Namaste hands, nose to fingertips. Let's release our hands down to the mat. Forehead comes to the mat. Come back up. Switch legs. Deep breath. Namaste hands. Nose comes to fingertip. Open arms at our side, opening shoulder blades, opening our hearts. Namaste hands, nose to fingertips. Release, drop down to your mat, forehead comes to your mat. Inhale, and exhale, come up through namaste hands. From here, we're going to release our left hand to our right knee, right hand comes back, and we're setting ourselves up for a twist to the right. Starting to twist, bringing your waist, rib cage, and shoulders through a twist. Your head and neck would be the last to move. Keep them soft. Keep twisting from that lower core. Inhale, twist further. Exhale and release, come back through center. Hands on knees. Back bend, namaste hands, nose to fingertips, arms open chest, open shoulder blades together, and come back through namaste hands. Let's twist to our left, right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes behind us, looking up and twist deeper from your core, taking in a deep breath. Begin to release and exhale back. Hands come to knees, back bend, head comes forward, namaste hands, nose to fingertips, release to the mat, and let's come back up, namaste hands. Asking for peace and strength today and each day, so we may walk in the courage of our peace and our open hearts to love freely and see all of the beauty within and all around us. Okay, we're going to release to staff pose, bringing hands back, feet on mat, slide yourself back, and extend both legs out in front of you. Pushing up on your hands, gently looking up, release forward over your legs. You can grab a hold of your heels and gently pull yourself forward. No strain in the knees or lower back. Trying your best to keep your legs straight and your feet active. Inhale and exhale. Release your hands and walk them back to your hips. Deep breath, lengthening the spine. Gently look up and release to neutral. From here, we're going to come through half boat pose, full boat pose, half boat pose. Release your feet to the mat. Let's get ready to take crab position. Hands come behind you, fingers pointing towards your toes. Lift yourself up. Release your head and neck to a neutral position, no strain. And release back down to our mat. Bring our tailbone down. Let's come up through half boat pose to full boat pose. Back through half boat pose. Feet come to the mat. Set up for crab pose again. Hands behind you, fingertips forward. Push up, neutral neck, and release down. Tailbone comes to the mat. Hands come up for half boat pose, full boat pose, half boat pose. Release your feet and hands to the mat. Let's come stretch out again for staff pose. Breathe in. Come forward. Exhale over your straight legs. And release back up. From staff pose, we're going to come up and take cobbler's pose. Right foot comes in, left foot comes in, knees bent. Take a gentle hold of your ankles to a mini back bend here. Breathe in, releasing your ankles. Release your hands to the mat and begin to come forward here in cobbler pose. Breathing through your open hips while releasing. And begin to walk your hands up. Hands at your knees, bring your knees together. Extend through staff pose. And coming down into corpse pose. Now bring our knees with us, knees to chest. Hug your knees, head to knees. Release your head down to the mat. Release your arms at your side, palms facing up. Squeezing the knees back into the chest. Exhale, release your knees to the right for a reclined twist. Keeping your feet active, head turns to your left, gaze is soft or eyes closed, fully supported here. Breathing in. Get ready to exhale and roll your knees through center, coming to your left for reclined twist to your left. Head comes to the right. Feet and hands stay active. Breathing in. Exhale, roll through center, knees come up. Hug your knees. Head to knees. From this pose, I'm going to set up for plow pose. My toes are going to extend up and overhead. Hands come to yoga lock, arms on mat. breathing comfortably, no strain in the neck. Here we're going to release our right leg up, keeping our left toes on the floor or our mat. And bring our right leg back down, also supporting my back. Bring the left leg straight up. Right toes stay on the floor or the mat. Engaging your core here. And release your right leg to meet your left leg. Toes can touch for supported shoulder stance here. Bend our knees. Roll through ear pressure pose. Feet come down. It's okay if your knees do not touch the mat. Don't strain your neck. And raise your toes to cobbler's pose in supported shoulder stance. Knees come together and release gently back down to the mat into reclined goddess. Feet come to the mat. Feet touch. Open up to cobblers and release your hands under your neck for reclined goddess pose. Releasing our hands here to our knees. We're going to gently bring our knees together. Hug our knees into our chest, head to knees. Release feet to the mat. Start to come over to your right side. We're going to come onto our knees and hands for tabletop and a cat-cow block. Spine comes up for cat. Send us through to cow. Pull up for cat. Down through cow. Let's take cat one more time. And cow position one more time. And release to tabletop. From tabletop, I'm going to extend my right leg out behind me and my left arm out in front of me, balancing on my right hand and left foot and knee. Releasing my hand, releasing my knee. Deep breath, cow, cat, tabletop. Left knee and foot come off the mat and extend out behind me, shifting weight to my left hand and extending my right hand out in front of me. Balancing on my left hand and right ankle. Hand comes back down and in. Knee comes in, down on the mat. Let's release to child's pose here. And walking our hands back, push up, and sit in hero's pose, opening our knees, taking in a deep breath here. Take a moment in hero's pose, namaste hands, focusing on our breath, experiencing peace in our practice today. And through this peace, we can connect with a divine grid of geometry that helps to heal and restore and fold us into its experience so that we may know what abundance looks like in a universe of frequency. Knowing that we can hook into this source energy at any time by connecting with our breath and anchoring in to our frequency experience. And it is in this way that we can communicate the larger field that we are within and that works to connect everything in the expanding universe.
This is the most divine area in which to resonate peace from your heart, directly uploading to the main grid. Release hands to knees. Walk through tabletop. In tabletop, we're going to take plank pose, extending right foot out on tippy toes, left foot out on toes. Come down to your mat. Getting ready for upward dog. And rolling through downward dog. In downward dog, we are going to lift our right leg up and behind us for three-legged dog and twist, looking beyond our right shoulder. Release your right foot to the mat. Stretch back in downward dog, neutral. Left foot comes up off the mat, turns to the left, looking up behind your left shoulder. Release your left foot back to the mat, stretching back. Right knee bends forward. Alternate. Left knee bends forward. Both feet flat on your mat, stretching back. Walking through up to meet our hands. Folding forward. Halfway lift. Come down. Bend at your knees. Come through chair pose. Up. Fingers touch at the top. Namaste hands, connecting with your inner peace to resonate outer peace. Release to mountain pose. Lifting my right foot, planting it against my left inner leg, releasing my hands up, extending up towards the sky for tree pose. Balancing in my peace stance, knowing that it's a wave that I must ride, delicately displaying my inner truth at all times. Release your hands down through Namaste hands. Open heart. Release to Namaste hands. Catch my right ankle, come down to the mat. Come in through chair pose. Release back to mountain pose. Left foot comes up, left knee bent, planting my left foot into my right leg, grounding, deepening in my peace, standing in my courage to experience my truth and resonate peace. Bring our hands up, mini back bend here, hands up. Namaste hands, open heart, balancing, flowing, flexing. Hands come together. Release ankle down to the floor. Chair pose, hands come up. Swan dive, folding forward bend. Halfway lift, fold. Bend knees. Twist to your right, hand comes up. Release down to center. Twist to your left, left hand comes up. Release down to center. Come up through chair pose, rise, back bend, namaste hands, release to mountain pose. From mountain pose, we're going to take a step back and set ourselves up for warrior pose. And here we're going to bend our right leg over our right ankle, and if you want to turn your left foot in a little bit, you find the comfort zone for that left foot. We're shifting hips and rotating them forward. Arms come up at our side. From here we're going to come forward, release our left leg, push up on our right leg, which is now straight, and extend our left leg behind us, coming into warrior 3 pose here. Balancing. Bending your leg, releasing back down, releasing your left foot down behind you, perpendicular, extending your arms out in front of you and behind you,
Right arm in front, left arm opens chest behind you. And bringing your right knee bent in towards the upper right corner of your mat. And gaze over those right fingertips. Really give yourself a nice deep warrior pose here. From here you're going to release your left hand back and extend your right hand back and overhead for a reverse warrior. And come back through warrior two, releasing hands to our hips, turning our torso to the side of the mat, and bringing our right foot with us. Both feet are now perpendicular to our mat. From here we're going to take wide stance and fold over, down towards our mat. Halfway lift here and release down. And exhale, bring my hands to my hips and fold up, keeping my right foot perpendicular to my mat. I'm going to turn my left foot parallel to my mat. From here I'm going to rotate my hips and torso. I can bring my right leg with me. I'm bending my left knee over left ankle. Hands are coming up past my ears, straight line. Gaze is soft and looking forward. From here I'm going to turn onto my right toe, come all the way down, push down, bend left knee, lift off and extend up for warrior three. Right leg is straight behind me, arms are straight out in front of me, gaze is soft, neck is neutral. Get ready to come down. Release hands down to the mat. And back up, hips. Turn perpendicular to your mat. Wide leg stance, folding forward. Release your head down. Inhale. Exhale, hands come up. Roll back up. Turn feet 45 degrees. Close out. Bend at your knees. Bring your hands up for goddess pose. Open your chest and look up. Breathe in. Namaste hands. Rise up. Nose to fingertips. Cultivating peace in my heart. Dedicating my daily practice to resonating peace and goodness so that I may experience an inner tranquility and may illuminate an external tranquility for others to recognize within me. Raise your head, hands to hips, heel, toe, feet together. Release hands, walk to the top of your mat for mountain pose. From here, we're going to take namaste hands, nose to fingertips, take in a deep breath, raise head, cross hands over heart. Start to feel the resonating unity and healing frequency and energy that we've nurtured and created within our hearts today during our individual practice. We've uploaded this peace flow to the mainframe through our collective consciousness, connecting to source through our breath. We are maintaining and resonating peace in our external flow. Thank you for your work today and each day to resonate peace. May your day flow with ease and grace. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.